Comcast. 40 seconds of unnecessary logos for wholly unnecessary sequel. Just like 2 peas in an unnecessary pod. I'd give good money if the Mandarin from Iron Man 3 showed up right now, raining helicopter missiles down on this oceanside mansion. And laugh all you want about the ludicrous crossover idea, but Stellan Skarsgård is in this. And he was in the Avengers. And don't forget Dominic Cooper was also Howard Stark in the first Avenger.
Thanks for all the joy they're bringing.
Sing writing.
Thank you for the music.
Look, Amanda Seyfried is a lovely actress. Her voice is average. Certainly not worth devoting the first minute of a film to an a cappella performance featuring her and her alone. I know these movies aren't about good singing, but maybe they should be.
Pleasure and privilege will be mine.
Andy Garcia is featured in no more than 3% of the total runtime of the movie cliché. Poor bastard.
I wish I could ask her.
She f***ing died? Off camera?
She never shows up anyway.
Sure, you've gone to the trouble to name, address, and add postage to this invitation, and there's no downside to letting it get to its destination. But let's rip the f*** out of that sucker for reasons that aren't even dramatic enough to carry the plot of this movie.
You're going to do great things, Donna.
Well, I don't know about great. Pierce Brosnan, sure. And you could maybe talk me into Colin Firth after a few cocktails. But Stellan Skarsgård? I'm not saying I'd kick him out of bed. But I am saying this is a little forward from your scholastic mentor. For her valedictorian speech, she sings a song about kissing a teacher, and the students go wild. And I want to punch this movie in the knee with a steel glove. Man, this When I Kissed the Teacher number was dated even before this f***ing movie came out. I know we gotta dig into ABBA's back catalog for songs for the second movie, but Jesus. When you're determined to stick to that only ABBA songs rule you set for yourself, you end up with awkward like this. Yeah, man, I remember when our top student crowd surfed at our graduation. That was rad. The salutatorian got his ass dropped when he tried that though. Donna's song is so infectious, they all leave graduation without getting their diplomas and go on a sing-along bike ride through town. And if they were all Muppets, fine. But they're not Muppets. They're humans. So, not fine.
She didn't come. My mother.
Damn, even if your mom is Cher, it's a little weird to be this knowledgeable about her sex life. If you just graduated from school and live in this apartment with your best friends, you are not allowed to complain about Jack or God, Harry Osborn from the Raimi Spider-Man films called and wants to trade his penthouse for this one. That's how absurd this flat is. So much of this movie is flashback, they should have called it Mamma Mia, Here We Went Again.
Feels weird.
Yeah, but we agreed. 6 weeks in New York, learning the hotel business from the very best.
I know anytime I'm on a long-distance call with my romantic partner, there's nothing sexier than hot, steamy exposition.
Soph, your mum died a year ago.
Dude, boyfriend foul? Christ, how did you even make it this far, you idiot?
Take care, Soph.
Yeah, you too, Sky.
You know when I realized this relationship was doomed? When I discovered the guy's name was Sky. Look, I'm sure there are some super fans of ABBA out there, whether it's due to the music or the palindromic name, but does anyone really have a massive music boner for one of us? I can't demonstrate the quality of Dominic Cooper's singing here, but just trust me when I describe it as somewhere between drunk, late-night open mic at a bar in Sacramento and the role of Captain Von Trapp in a third-grade presentation to The Sound of Music. What the f*** is this hell? It's holding a candle, but it's made entirely of wood, and I have to believe it's Satan's irony lantern, designed to make you die by lighting a single match. Jesus, hell, what is this f***ery? This is 10 times as alarming as that fat-ass cartoon horse in Mary Poppins.
We have to be strong for her.
In case you were worried that this movie wouldn't repeat the exact same beats as the first one, here's a scene that could literally be from that movie.
So 2 of your 3 possible fathers can't make it.
Christ.
Buenos dias.
He's still my beating vagina.
Screenplay by jokes rejected for Amy Schumer's latest mailed-in stand-up special.
You have the courage of a lion, and the passion of a panther, and the wisdom of a flamingo.
Dude slipped on the final analogy and killed the cat trifecta. Oh yeah, remember that origin story for Donna that was briefly mentioned, then forgotten about for the last section of the movie? Yeah, me neither. Really doesn't make a difference though, since none of this movie makes a goddamn lick of sense. Waiting only 3 seconds between dinging the bell is a sign of entitled impatience. Dinging that frequent is obnoxious.
And people used to think if you sailed on from there, you'd fall off the edge of the world.
Used to think. Used to.
Years ago, my mom was in Central America and she had her heart broken into a million little pieces.
Now I'm only gonna break your heart and scatter and splatter it into a million little pieces, and whether or not you get it all together will be finders, keepers, and losers, weepers. It appears I may have been caught unawares in a moment of spontaneous Luda impersonating. My apologies. He is playing a f***ing French baguette as an air guitar and then also as a f***ing trumpet. This class photo hand dance can lick my dirty man panties. The lyrics at the end of the chorus are literally Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. So, this song is equating a career-ending, staggering battle loss with a relationship, meaning she's not happy to be stuck with your ass, dude. Feels like defeat. This song is about the desperation of realizing you've been in a marriage for 20 years and you're stuck in it now, even though it's making you miserable. But the movie wants to make it a happy puppy love romp. What even the f***? What? So after that song, she decided to f*** him? Man, all the times I was rejected in bars in my youth when all I had to do was sing an ABBA song. Cutting from post-coital flashback cuddles to the daughter here between 2 of her dead mom's snoozing friends? Awkward as f***. movie. The bed is literally the only thing connecting the two shots.
It's a special night, not for mourning, but for celebration. That's how Mom would have wanted it.
Are we talking about the opening of the hotel or a funeral for your mom?
To get very drunk indeed and dance until she dropped. A dancing queen.
Roll credits. Wait.
Love you gave me nothing else can say.
Movie clearly didn't learn from its predecessor about the dangers of letting Pierce Brosnan sing. Holy shit, no wonder Donna's gone. She obviously discovered Sam had these pictures of a scantily clad Lily James and it shocked her to death.
But what would be really great is if somewhere in this harbor there was a guy.
Young, tall, dashingly handsome.
Discount blonde Jared Leto was right. You should board his boat.
There are 2 beds, but unfortunately, one of them is rather full.
Ah yes, the old I cannot possibly move this shit off this other bed, so you better bunk with me routine. This is more transparent horniness than when Bart's babysitter's boyfriend Jimbo said, "Now my pants are chafing me."
I get it. You're one of them.
That's probably racist, but what I'm most struck by is the only way this scene could be any whiter is if Powder were on the boat crew.
If you love someone, you're willing to die for her.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
Whoa there, Bill. You've already committed too many sins to be considered excellent at CinemaSins. Movie has time for this. This f***er is about to jump in to save people that cannot swim, and he takes off his light-ass t-shirt but leaves on his heavy-ass jeans.
But don't you worry. I have made my peace with pain.
I admire Andy's attitude here. Not everyone could get over Geostorm this quickly.
The storm is coming.
Can movies f***ing stop with the storm is coming imagery? It's really f***ing annoying. There's a storm coming weather-wise, and an emotional storm as well. Get it?
Storm is coming.
God f***ing damn it. Even in the flashback story?
How did Donna know?
I guess she just saw the future.
Bullshit. Even Donna couldn't have predicted the first movie would have made over 600 million worldwide. Breaking and entering. In case the movie thought it alienated its core demographic, it turns into an HGTV episode right in the middle. This is the fastest moving storm in history. It's faster than a fucking Ferrari. That storm is moving over 100 miles an hour. God damn. In an otherwise abandoned complex, she finds a fucking horse. And not only that, it's a horse in peril. A horse hankering for a helping hand from a hot human harmonizer who happens to be hanging about. Is there seriously no contingency plan for a fucking storm around here? I mean, even if they don't happen often, it should be pretty easy to contend with, right? I'd consider removing at least 5 sins if Prince's When Doves Cry were playing right now. Alas.
You really don't know me at all, do you?
Well, no. You guys just met, like, I don't know, today? I mean, how long has it been since the graduation ceremony? A couple of days and a few buddies ago? First of all, holy fucking shit, those are some large-ass grape baskets. Those are hot air balloon baskets, and he's converted them into grape baskets. And second of all, how the F does he get these fuckers here to the town square? Does he drag them, hunched over, one at a time, hoping no one steals the other 3 unattended baskets? Is he even strong enough to pull one of these fucking things? Grapes are light, relatively speaking, but this many of anything would be heavy as hell. Discount Waingro here's karaoke routine is gonna haunt my forever, dog. Nice of Sam to wait to consummate this relationship until a good and proper Bruce Almighty moon presented itself. And the most defined and oversaturated Bruce Almighty moon in all of history. Someone opened up Photoshop. Or should I call it a Bruce Almighty sun? No moon ever reflected off water that fucking brightly. This is one of those shot in daylight and then dimmed to mimic midnight scenes. And that's why they put so much definition on the moon. Because they were painting it digitally onto the sun. Well, we transitioned from a nighttime kiss to a boat among the rocks. Why is the boat among the rocks? Did you launch it from here? Did you steer into these rocks and have to navigate your way out? I think you just wanted rocks in your shot and you told common sense to suck your
Because of the storm last night, no flights have come into Athens at all.
The storm lasted for well less than a minute, and even if it had caused minor damage, they're suspending all the fucking flights into Athens?
It really is over, and I've let everybody down.
She's like a hypochondriac of emotions, isn't she? I feel like her therapist could trademark the phrase, "That escalated quickly." Ah, a goat! For those of you who were dying for an origin story about Sam and Donna's fledgling relationship, which lasted a fucking week, mind you, your wish is Universal's command. In case you confused it for Tokyo, Greece.
I'd like to thank...
What? A fat suit on a twin Scars card? Was that necessary for this story? Is anything in this movie necessary? Or did the pitch meeting go exactly like that Key and Peele Gremlins 2 sketch? You might think I'm going to sin the amount of luggage, but I'm not. I'm sinning the color coordination of the luggage with each lady's outfit. Dragging ass.
Then sing about what you are feeling.
Even if it's ultimately guilt for accepting a paycheck to play a whisper-thin part in a whisper-thin movie on location in the middle of paradise, one that required you to only memorize ABBA lyrics for your dialogue. Ready? Go! The movie officially waves the white flag of trying to give us anything original by literally singing the title song again. I think one of the most sinful things about this movie is the casual wireless mics in the 1970s on a rural Greek island. Yes, the technology existed at the time, but come the fuck on. These are 1999 mics in a 1970s scene. So she sang herself better? Look, I'm a believer in the power of music and but Donna was seriously down in the dumps like 5 seconds ago. But now she's gallivanting with half the town singing about her newfound strength.
And now, I'm taking her out to sea again.
Your boat or Donna? Might be the first boat pronoun game I've encountered in many, many years of sitting films.
He's not picking up. I can't even tell him how wrong it's all gone.
I can't even tell if this is a true G storyline or if they just needed a bullshit excuse to keep cutting back to the present and getting Christine Hornansky some screen time. I feel pretty confident sending anyone that ever put a cucumber slice over their eyelid thinking it was going to provide anything other than moisture and self-esteem. The spa is over, but these dudes start giving back rubs due to some kind of choreographical compulsion. They're singing, I must let my fingers dance. Is the island okay now? I thought the white squall had wiped it off the face of the earth yesterday, and that it would take an act of God to be able to put back together. But here's the staff dutifully standing around while Sophie bitches about her husband, instead of sprucing things up for the reopening that could totally still happen. What are the odds two might-be Sophie dads show up to the ferry dock after last-minute changes of heart regarding attending the grand opening of the hotel your might-be daughter is reopening in the honor of the woman you both definitely
Is literally the handsomest man in the world.
Right, except for this guy.
Jesus Christ, what kind of island is this?
one that's clearly known for its diversity and its realistic depiction of the human condition, without a doubt.
I know who you're looking for, with your wandering eye and restless groin.
Movie. Way to spoil the title of my upcoming medical drama that was going to debut on CW this spring.
Man has so many notch on his bedpost, the bed fall down.
Your ex-girlfriend is f***ing a dude that's f***ed an insane amount of women, so there? Ah, finally he found passage on the I royally screwed up and am probably screwed forever ferry. It's renowned for its timeliness. F*** you, movie. No one could lay on a stray flipper without feeling it right away. I guess maybe the joke is she's on dude's boat that had all the on the one bed that one time, but I'm way too sick of this shit to care about that kind of joke at this point. Just end.
It's a little trick I learned. When faced with a problem, you literally strap yourself down, can't get up until it's solved.
50 Shades of Galahad.
Men are pigs.
All of us.
Which is not to say I don't like pigs.
Just already. Christ. I'm tired of the rationalizing conversational games. She liked sex. It's not a bad thing, so let's get on with the story, such as it may be.
These are difficult days for them. Our boats lie idle, and we drink in joyless surrender to our economic fate.
Har har, here's an excuse for the guys to get to the island, but man, this casual reference to the downfall of the Grecian fishing economy is depressing as hell. Ah! Guy in chair with hands bound falls into water. Movie does it for laughs, but I'm thinking he dead for sure.
I'm beginning to think my soulmate may actually be carbs.
Then mine must be wine.
Now I see that the script was 90% comprised of clever sayings you find on decorative dish towels at a gift shop. Makes much more sense. Jesus, lady, they're coming for an island vacation. This ain't Dunkirk. These assholes again are performing Marine Dancing Queen, which means they preen instead of clean in advance of this Byzantine scene of saccharine libertines that are all keenly on Dramamine. And for this obscene routine, they receive 15 dings. These boats are dangerously over capacity. This goes on for fucking forever.
Sky!
Let's see here. The party arrived. Sky and Sophie are back together, and the three men are with their little lady. Anything else? Okay, you're wrapped up then? There's seriously 30 minutes left?
The party is still happening.
We'll look after the fireworks.
I'm pretty sure Andy Garcia took this job so that he could tour all the golf courses in Croatia, and only showed up on set while his clubs were being regripped. Thank heavens all three dads made it here on time. I, for one, am super...
If you live there and make it beautiful, you can stay for free.
Donna somehow works out a better deal than the rent-controlled bullshit on Friends.
I think we know what that means.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of shellfish at this hotel, man. I'm just saying, no need to immediately jump to conclusions.
I'm pregnant.
With emotion?
What is that? That noise.
Wow, pregnancy also gives you superhuman hearing. Be able to make out an approaching helicopter from what looks like easily 3 to 4 miles away over the noise of the party. These two carrying their own luggage down the hill is the biggest lie in the film. Now we're gonna do the whole pair up random folks for sex just for laughs ending?
Let the party commence.
F***ing Cher.
Great grandmother. I'll be leaving that out of the bio.
Of all the unnecessary bullshit in this movie, cramming Cher in at the very end might be the most unnecessariest by far. An entire song's worth of footage of Donna's labor. Push, movie, push!
Ruby!
Fernando?
Skip. No lie, legit forgot Andy Garcia was in this movie. Whenever movies need them, multi-million-dollar fireworks displays appear on demand. Aye.
Well, you two look obscenely happy.
She has turned my frown upside down.
Well, she does have access to all the best doctors with this ability, so I guess he was in good hands. Despite only appearing in this movie for about 3 minutes, Meryl Streep was reflexively nominated for an Academy Award. Movie ends on several minutes of Cher doing ABBA karaoke. And that's it, folks. I'm out of here. I have to draw the line somewhere. Damn it.
Now my pants are chafing me.
And how lovely to see all your bright, happy faces smiling up at me.
We'll float too.
He is the life of parties he has never attended. If he were to punch you in the face, he would have to fight off the strong urge to thank him.
Hey, Gilligan, did you eat the skipper?
Would you kiss me if I wear the hat?
Do what makes your soul shine.
Just